Hey, what's up guys? Thanks so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. Definitely going to be a different video today. We're not going to be talking about my truck or anything modification wise on it. We're going to talk about this garage. Super weird. So I guess the backstory of why I want to do this video is I posted a little stupid clip on Instagram of my garage and it went viral, like 2 million views in like a couple weeks. I don't get it. I'll never understand Instagram and why things take off, but I'm thinking it's just honestly a super basic garage because it's a two-car garage. I mean, I live in this cookie cutter neighborhood, you know, so it's like maybe it's pretty obtainable for most people and realistic. And I'm not a super rich, famous YouTuber guy that's got these crazy barns and garages and a bunch of vehicles. So I don't know. I've just been making this little spot my home for the last couple of years, kind of dialing stuff in, really the last several years. I'm into a gazillion hobbies: overlanding, off-roading, cars, RC cars, skateboarding, mountain biking. Like, I'm deep into all those things. So this is my home for all those activities. I guess I'm just going to do a little walk around, show and tell, just show the garage off, purely based off of the interest that I received on Instagram. So I'm going to show it to you guys. Got a way bigger audience here on YouTube. I don't know, maybe you'll find some inspo. The other thing is I know you guys watching and subscribe to the channel, you know, wrench on your own vehicles, and you have to have some sort of shop or set of tools or whatever that you're using to build your own stuff. So maybe this will give you some ideas. I don't know. So here we go. Gonna be random. Thanks for sticking with me. All right, I'm going to start out here and kind of pan in and like work my way around. But dude, it's just a two-car garage, okay? It's not anything crazy. I clearly have OCD and things are pretty nice and neat. Let's start over here. So this is my main workbench. I built this from some plans I found on Instagram. Super easy. It's on caster wheels. The idea was I can move it out. I can like swing it this way and work if I need to. I don't know, but I never ever move it. It's just kind of permanently right here. This is where I do basically all the work on the truck: wiring, assembling any kind of bolts or whatever, shaving stuff, using the grinder, all that stuff right here. Down here, just a bunch of rando crap. This is actually supposed to be on my truck. I just took it off for a wheeling trip, but this is my bike rack that mounts to the back. I got some jacks, some spare CVs that I need to sell, a shop vac, a little like seat to sit on and wheel around, drain pan. This is one of the best things in my garage. Super basic, but man, running this thing out to the truck to grind stuff on the truck or whatever is super nice. A little battery charger, and again, this is like basic cheap stuff that I've been using for years. Like, this is a Walmart crappy shop vac. Still been going. A bunch of old tools my grandpa gave me. I mean, these are like ancient, man. This has kind of been weathered over the years. Pretty cool. This is just a pegboard of a bunch of crap. Really, like a lot of these things, like I use around the house, not necessarily on the vehicles. This is what I use for all my tools. RC cars. I think I actually have some videos on my channel of these cars, building them or something. Man, they don't get used as much as they used to. I need to do some service on them. That's the thing, man. When you're into all these hobbies, like, all you do is maintenance, and that, dude, ever since I had a kid, man, maintenance it's not fun. I used to enjoy it, but now it's more of a labor. But it is what it is. That being said, I need to do some service on the gears and stuff of this truck, but super cool. Got a little guy in there. I actually used to have a Scout. That was my second vehicle, so that's fun. Little body up there. But this is a pegboard that I just got from Lowe's. Cut it down, ran some little 2x4s back here, mounted it to the wall. So this is funny, okay? I got 3 masters going on. And I kind of got flamed for this in the comments on that reel, which is funny. But the Ryobis were gifts, okay? I bought this on Black Friday, and my best man gave me this for my wedding gift. This tool I use more than anything, by far anything. This 3/8 ratchet is bad to the bone. This DeWalt cordless impact is sweet, and then honestly, these Ryobis I just use around the house. That's just, I don't know. I don't really need drills that often out here. This is a little first aid kit from 1977 from my Scout. I used to actually have it. Came in the truck in the back. Just have it here, just honestly for decoration. There's some things in there, but not too much. These are where I charge my cordless stuff. Got an axe there. I decided that's where the YouTube plaque should live. Another axe, my buddy Harry, same guy who got me that snap-on ratchet, makes axes, and they are beautiful. So I got a couple here. Throw them in the truck when I go camping. Okay, this is the Toolbox, and I have this thing pretty flippin' dialed. And then we'll go on to this stuff. Also, this is like 90% of this is like my stuff. This stuff is like for our house. So my wife buys everything in bulk. This is actually pretty sweet. Whenever we're out of something, we just come back here. We don't have to go to the store. So that works out. A bunch of cleaning products, you know, paper plates, Ziploc bags, whatever. Okay, Toolbox. Got this on Black Friday too, like several years ago. It has been the best. I used to have a tiny little toolbox, and it just didn't cut it anymore. Pretty flippin' jank up here, to be honest. I don't even know what to say about this. That's just a catch-all, really. Okay, so I got some stuff labeled here. Wrenches, sockets. A lot of this is stuff I've just acquired randomly, so I'm not like brand specific. I could care less. These are like Craftsman with a blend of just randos. Let's see. These are like duplicates. Some bigger wrenches here. I'll move a little bit faster through this stuff. Little knickknacks, so glues, lubricants, thread locker, all my Allen tools, hot glue, tape, just kind of that category of things here. Sockets. For the car, I had to buy these triple squares because it's German. But everything else is metric and standard. Super basic. Like this is a $100 Craftsman kit that I've had forever. Some really basic torque wrenches. Like none of this is fancy. This is the master catch-all drawer. So anytime I get spare hardware, when I buy something or whatever, it goes back in here, which is cool because over the years, I mean, I have so much just rando parts. I haven't gone to the store to get a bolt in a long time, and it's amazing. Kind of a mix of factory bolts in here, screws for the house, little things like a vent for a Rotopax fuel can or whatever. Let's see. I even have some like fly fishing stuff in here. Bunch of bolts for my flatbed that work with the track. Quick fist mounts. I hope I'm really doing it for you nerds out there that are like into gear and tech stuff. Because this is kind of fun actually reliving all this. I got a rando tie rod. Yeah, just zip ties, bunch of crap in here. That's my catch-all. Some drill bits, which they're not even organized, but I still know where they are. Random little bits for stupid stuff you never seem to have. Some old files, hole saws, hammers, small tools like pliers and things, more wire cutting things, picks. Let's see. This is my dedicated RC drawer, which, dude, hasn't been opened in forever. It's kind of fun. Dremel accessories for fine, notching like fine things out. Random, I don't even know what this is. It's like a brake caliper spreader, like a siphon for fuel. So random stuff in there. This is all my electrical. So everything I wire, all the cables and things that I cut I don't really throw away in the trash. There's some stuff I know I'm never going to use and I'll throw away, but yeah. And then let's see. Yeah, just random, man. Just random. At least it's like in a home. And these are my big tools. So chop saw, grinder, cut off wheel, heat gun, oscillating tool, stuff of that nature. And then this is also a catch-all: saw, grease gun, ratchet straps, things. Okay, this is also a catch-all. Well, sort of. This is beer fridge, diesel heater, and then random bits and bobs of camping gear and mountain bike stuff. This one's like vehicle related. Bunch of wiring stuff for like my air compressor and stuff in there. Then this one's all mountain bike extras. Beer fridge, I know you guys want to know what's in there. It is not looking awesome in here at all. Some moonshine, Bush, and Tito's. So not awesome. What else? Yeah, don't flame me for having 6-ton jacks on the top. I do what I want, and I can reach them, so I do what I want. Let's see. Chainsaw, whenever I'm going, particularly in the fall and winter, throw that in the truck because the woods are super dense and there's always trees down. Stroller for the baby. I have a 3-year-old. That's for him. His little bike ramp right there, his bike. And then some rando stuff down here, an extra battery. Yeah, just random things. Got his scooter, jack, and another jack. By the way, I hate this jack. This Go Rhino jack or whatever it is. For me, it doesn't work. I run out of travel, which is hilarious. But it's just too big and bulky. I just use this one for the garage and a bottle jack in the truck on the trail. Mountain bike hanging up here with a park tool, a little workstation. So I kind of just jam everything over here. And this door is just to my water heater. So people on Instagram were like, well, how do you get in that door? Well, I don't need to get in that door unless the heater's out or something. Little freezer chest deal for food, okay? What else you need to know there? Couple good eyes on Instagram know what this is. This is a Aaron Draplin print. It's a real screen print that I really should have in a frame, but it's kind of past the point. One of my favorite graphic designers, some of his work. I have a bunch of his work in my office as well. All right, pump the brakes. We're going to stop for just a second. I want to shout out my channel sponsor, Onyx Offroad. Thank you guys for sponsoring this portion of the video. Really quick, if you've been living under a rock and you don't know what Onyx Offroad is, or you haven't heard of it, please check it out, especially if you're into off-roading, camping, overlanding. Even if you're into hunting, they have a complete section for hunting as well. So the best GPS tracking, mapping I've ever seen, but also very, very easy to use. I've used other systems that are just super complicated and they take forever to learn. Onyx is amazing. If you're into hunting, the worst thing you can do is hunt on someone's private property and get busted. Big fine. It's the worst thing ever. So Onyx has a really cool feature on there where you can see what's private and public land. Same exact thing for off-roading. If you're off-roading on illegal property or a trail that isn't specifically designed for 4x4 vehicles, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to tear up the land. You're going to cause trails to get shut down. Like, please don't be that guy. Please don't be that guy. All you have to do is get an app like this that shows MVUM layers, shows where you're able to actually be, and you're not going to be tearing this stuff up. Highly recommend it. Also, if you become an elite member, which it really isn't that expensive, you can get access to a bunch of industry discounts, which is huge. If you're looking at method wheels or deck drawers, or seriously, you got to check out the list on there. There's a ton of different things you can save money on just by getting this app subscription. So check it out. It's awesome. I have a discount code. There's a QR code maybe here if I get the angle right, something like that. Check that out. It's going to save you some money. Seriously recommend it. Thank you, Onyx, for sponsoring this portion of the video. We'll get back to it. Sweet buck here. This was shot by a family member down pretty close to where I live. He has a bunch of them, and I asked him if I could snag one because it looks perfect right there. So gotta have a buck in your garage. Okay, I kind of already mentioned this stuff. Kind of boring, but it's part of the garage. Some car ramps. When I'm working on my GTI, it's pretty low to the ground, so those help a ton. And then this is my section for like cleaning products and oils and spray paints. I have so much crap here. This is stuff for the house, like paint. This is my son's drawer or area for stuff. Also, I know people are like, this is unrealistic, blah, blah, blah. Like I've seen some comments of that. For me, it's not. Like I just came out here. Like I didn't prep this for the video or anything. Just kind of stays this way. It's not too hard. It's small. It's not much to upkeep. So, shotgun there. I don't know what to say about that. Cool marketplace find. I love these old vintage posters with the gold frame. Looks super cool. This is just a bare wall. So this, my wife's car parks here every day, every night. And then if it's like gonna hail or the weather's crazy, I'll slip my car in here. And dude, it barely fits in here, like barely, but usually both of my vehicles are outside. Over here, a couple skate decks, Faith board, Sweet Santa Cruz, Cadence did a collab with me, freaking Day One song, signed it. I got 2 of those. I mean, that was so cool. Brian at Cadence just hooking it up. And I could not believe that Day One signed this, so unbelievable. I got 2 more boards in the car. I've been skating a lot more lately. My wife just got these for my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. And I think I might put them here. I might put them in my office. I'm not sure, but I love this type of art as well. Also, I totally forgot to talk about this rug, which is super funny because so many people, again, on Instagram are like, it's the rug for me. Like the rug makes it a home. And dude, it does. I love the rug. I don't care if it gets dirty. I don't care if it gets disgusting. But it's kind of a vibe. Like, check that out. Like, come on. I mean, are you there with me? Like, come on. It's kind of fun. I'd like a bigger one, but this thing was like 30 bucks on Amazon. Also, I did these lights. These are from Walmart. Super basic. But they are on a switch, which is honestly the very first thing I ever did in this garage. Put these on. I know you can get those cool like geometric pattern lights. Those are definitely sweet, but these are more than enough. And then I have one over here too on a pull chain. I don't know why. I think a pull chain's fun, so I keep that one on that. I kind of have everything this way on purpose. You know, when I'm needing house stuff, I'm just going this little distance, getting stuff. If I'm out in the truck working, I'm right here, you know, so that kind of works out a lot. So I'm kind of working on something, and I don't even know if it's going to be possible, but this is in my head. I have a vision since we're talking about garages. I don't know how long you guys have been following, but I didn't used to have this paved right here. This was just a 2-car, and then I widened the driveway. Man, I want to, let me give you over here. So my dream is to build off of this right here, take a whole other 3rd-car garage, start it here, you know, do the peak like that. Big old tall garage, and I want to start it there, flush with where that is, and then I want to continue that garage all the way past that. So about where my finger is, like a good, I don't know, 8 or 10 feet past that. That would be sick, dude. I would absolutely love that because then I could put my truck and my car, keep them inside, and then have a big section back here for basically all those tools and stuff. I could put a couch back there. I could hang out, connect it to the back porch. I mean, that would be awesome. So that's something I'm just in my head. Like, I'd love to get quoted and see if that can be a real thing, but this is kind of a personal video, so sorry if you're not interested in this, but I don't know, I feel like sharing some of this with you guys. I think you'll still be interested in it, but that's it's kind of on my mind to expand the garage like that. So we'll see what actually happens. All right, real quick, I know I said there wasn't going to be any truck stuff in this video, but I lied. I forgot about this. I want to show you guys this. So, this is the Garmin Tread, and this is the new one. Let me open this door. This is the new one. Oh gosh, I'm falling apart here. So, if you guys remember, I used to have the old version and it had an antenna up here for like your SOS deal. But this is how I control all of my lights. Also do navigation on this as well. But look how sweet this is, man. This is the Tread 2 Overland. There's some different screen sizes as well. But what's cool about this, first of all, the exterior, like the hardware, is awesome. It's waterproof, so you can put this in a side-by-side or whatever. There's speakers on it, and it's just pretty much bomb-proof. And also, the way it mounts, it magnetizes here just to get there, and then this locks it down. So, dude, it's just a cool design. Power button on the back. All right, it's all loaded up. So, I want to kind of show you around this thing and then show you how I personally use it. So, I have the Garmin power switch as well, so all my auxiliary lights go into that under the hood, and then they plug into this, which is really cool. So this is how it is when I'm driving most of the time, and I hit this real quick and I can hit these buttons, and everything's programmable, so you can move these around, you can name them, you can do different colors, you can also put them on strobes, you can adjust the dimness, super customizable. So yeah, here's my strobe settings. I know they make Switch Pros and things like that, but this has, to my knowledge, a little bit more customization, and it's on a screen. So those are cool. And also what's cool about this is I can, if you want, you can take this with you like in your tent overnight. You know, if you wanted to, you could turn them on. If a bear comes into camp or something, you can spook them. I don't know, but it's cool that you can do that. You can also flex on your buddies because they can't do it because they are hardwired. So that's fun. Go back. Turn-by-turn directions on here as well. Bunch of layers. You can do like satellite. I don't know, it's super cool. And then when there's an update, you just get it via Wi-Fi and you can update it real quick. Very cool. And I believe this model also has the inReach integrated into it. So the last model, you could see this little antenna up here. This is inside of it. So you just got to connect your stuff. I use this for the lights, like I said. And what's cool is I can still use my lights here. And then when I'm using OnX, like on the trail and seeing where I'm supposed to go, I use this screen. So that's cool because I can see both at once. I'm not having to flip a screen to get to somewhere. Everything is right there. And then I also like to use this in my particular case because I have this new Desata head unit. And on long trips to Colorado or something, I'll literally watch movies right here. And up here, I can put my GPS so I know where I'm going and I don't have to flip through to see my navigation. My phone also goes here, and I want my phone freed up for calls or texts or whatever. I don't want to look at my phone for GPS. So it's definitely a lot going on, but I don't have to do anything once everything's up and running. So maps, movie, phone freed up for text, whatever, stuff like that. So that's how I use it. I think it's amazing. These are definitely sweet. Again, there's different sizes as well, but if you're wanting some sort of screen to control your lights or really anything auxiliary on your truck, and you want GPS in the same thing, these Garmin's are bad to the bone. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the rando video. If you have any questions at all, let me know about anything. Just not life advice, I don't know. But if you have any questions about the video or stuff you saw in it, let me know. Appreciate it a ton. Thank you guys, especially you guys from like day one. That's crazy when I get comments like that you guys have been watching that long. It's insane. I feel like I haven't really been doing this that long, but it's going on, let's see, 7 years now or so. Crazy. So a lot has changed in 7 years, but thank you guys again. Appreciate it, man. Much love. Later.